Blood In, Blood Out, Season 3 is brought to you by Colton Toyota Bucky Spares, Pat's Parts and Tools Supplies, and TRS The Race Shop. The hour-long finale special starts with our team headed for Port Elizabeth for the Dirt Playoffs 2025. After the 11-hour drive, we went straight to the PEOTR track to suss it out, as nobody has ever driven sprints here before. JP and Shane analysed the surface. To their surprise, it's a lot harder than they anticipated, especially for a dirt circuit.
Ek dink ek gaan traction maak, hè. Balans hy op daar. Dat hy fleet maintenance beskop in die hoek in.
Tar tires.
With a magnificent view of the PE coast, the rest of the drivers all met at the lodge. Then made their way back to the track for some practice, with no time for any rest.
Maar ons is nou hier, so nou moet ons ding doen en dan moet ons maar weer terug huis toe, dis al wat kan ons maak.
The team from Cape Thunder V8 Sprints also arrive. We caught up with the Cape Thunder team, starting with veteran driver Kenny Goos.
I was in Joburg, we rode with other people, and then I moved down to the coast to Stilbaai, and I had a lot of cars and I started selling them to the people, and we got them together, and now we're a group of 6 to 8 people every time, and it's going well. Our main track is George, which is dirt. Then we ride Kalani, which is tar, which I think you were at in the beginning of the year. And then there's Oudtshoorn and a couple of others, Veskus, and like this one now, nice to ride with other people as well. I haven't done it since the beginning of the year, so it's nice, keeps you in touch. If there's other meetings with other people and that, and sort of try and maybe go up to Joburg and maybe bring them down here or whatever, just to, it's so much more interesting for the spectators than seeing the same people riding all the time. So we're trying to keep it going, and everything looks positive so far.
It was initially just Kenny and I, and then we started selling the cars off, and that's where it started. Graham Parkins, that's not here, he'll arrive tomorrow, and Brian Hansen, Abigail, his daughter, and then Erard, and then Eugene.
Van vriende na familie toe, en kan elke dag is ons tussen mekaar, en ja, dis maar soos tweede ouma en oupa kan ek wel eintlik sê.
Yeah, Erard's the youngest member joining the crew, and I'm the newest one. This is my first season. And we pretty much, as Erard said, we like family together, and that we're only 5 cars driving at the moment in the Cape Province, and we enjoy it thoroughly.
We want to try and grow it next year, so we'll see. We've got 1 extra car, we've just got to find a driver or whatever the case might be, and take it from there.
En dan wil ons net baie dankie sê aan al ons borge. Dit was Toyota, Mahem en Stilbaai. En ons myn sponsor SKP, boukontrakteurs ook van Stilbaai. En dan 'n groot dank aan hom Kenny wat van begin af tot einde toe altyd met ons is en ons altyd help waar ook al hy kan.
Dankie almal.
Mark Talliard hits the wall in practice, hopefully not too serious.
The track's very slippery, yet I think you need to be very smooth. I think this, the bring a bum out is not really, it's not going to be the fast thing in the end. So yeah, quite excited.
How did it feel?
Quite lekker. It was, I got the hang of it. I'm not going to push that sideways all the time because I feel with this track so far, I went out practice alone. I got to get to know it, and I think it was just, I don't want to overdo it, and I just want to keep calm to finish the race.
Alright. Jy het nog chassis geweest alles. Ek sien hy's hier af.
Mark's number 20 car chassis has snapped in various places. A much harder knock than initially thought. Shortly after, we were reminded why PE is known as the Windy City as the storm rolled in. Drivers now scrambling to get at least one practice run in. Conditions worsen, and it's time to pack it in for the day, with the hope that race day's weather will be a little friendlier. JP and Mike Marburg look super quick and aggressive in practice. Cape Thunder is on the pace as well.
having a little bit of oil pressure issues. So we're just trying to resolve it, see if we can make a plan to get it more steadier. These engines run a very low clearance of wheels. The temperature, the methanol, all plays a big role. If something goes wrong, we try and fix it immediately, otherwise it can go very, very bad.
Shane goes out for another run to test his motor. A noise from the motor that doesn't sound too good, and he immediately pulls off. Back to the pits to have a look. A Conrod has gone through the block. This car will not race today.
Now we drop a Conrod is down and we can't fix it now. We can't fix it. We have to strip a car. But I'm not happy.
Deline from Cape Thunder offers her sympathies, as it turns out she will also not be driving, after loaning her car to Kenny for the race, after he also ran into car issues. And it seems like Mark's car is back at the track, seemingly being salvaged for parts.
When I came into the straight now in the practice, the wind from front just made the whole wing collapse. So I had to drive half an hour to the lodge, get the Mark's car to take his wing, swap the wings. So hopefully this wing can work for me. Maybe Red Bull would sponsor me because Red Bull gives you wings.
The cream of the crop was there on the day, bringing you the broadcast and technical.
Shane, tell us a bit about these powerful beasts standing on the circuit.
Okay, they are V8 sprint cars. They come from the States. They run Chevy V8s, most of them. They weigh 500, make 850 horses. They're super cool.
I'm sitting here full of goosebumps, waiting in anticipation to hear these cars go. Eloise Buitendag slots into second place under immediate pressure, but gone out in front. Kenny Goos in the number 16 car. Michael Myberg on a move as well.
Kenny Goos has got the hammer down. He's running away from the pack up ahead. Then it is Diego Pereira Neto in the second position. Saki's working still up into that
0.6 decibels. We saw a big moment earlier on for the 70 per 16. I'll just have to get my glasses and have a look, see what the number.
If Park is now in trouble because here comes JP Talliard. Talliard goes just on the outside. Now he dives for the inside. Can Graham Parkins keep him at bay? Parkins clings onto that position. A checkered flag will fall for Kenny Goos in P1. Fasaki will take home P2, followed there by the 27 of Michael Myberg.
Kenny Goos runs away with the first heat.
I'm excited people. Check what's happening here. I'm getting wonderflies here, yo. Yes, the people are loving it. Blood in, blood out. Coming with us all the way to PE. Our sprint car, Shane Carlson, the whole group of you. Kwesiveers coming from Cape Town and all the drivers, Dean Hood, everyone that supported us here. I don't know how much more to say thank you. If you look at the crowd, if you look at the people, it makes everything worthwhile. Every fight I have, I don't care. This is what's worthwhile at the end, is to have the groups we have of people here that's all excited to be here and tough racing out here.
He gives me so much holiday.
I haven't raced this car since June, Rustenburg.
Yeah.
I haven't been back in the sprint car ever since.
We also had a quick chat with hot rod driver Chantal Lewis, who also made the journey.
It actually went pretty well. Nothing that was expected. I thought it was going to be worse, but it was actually very fun. It felt like I was on the tar. I've actually driven on the dirt before with a V8 Sprint. It's the first time with my Pinto, and I should say that I'm a 2-liter hot rod competing in the 2.1 modified, and I actually surprised myself in the first head. I'm actually looking now forward to the second head.
Back by the sprints, Michael Myberg's father, James Myberg, seems to be doing some welding work on Mark's car. Shane explained to us what was going on.
Yeah, well, Mark hit the wall last night, and obviously his leg and his ribs and stuff I saw. So yeah, we didn't worry about his car, but now that my car's through in a conrod, I decided, bugger that, I'm fixing his car so I can run a race. And it's fixed. I'm going to run the final race with Marky's car.
Well, it seems nobody can make a plan quite like a sprint car driver can. It was time for Heat 2.
Make their way through the field as they come round the 44 car. Stanley Hodgson gets away well. Good start for Hodgson, but having gone around the outside, Hodgson. Whoa! We got a spinner on the back straight. Luckily, everybody managed to get through.
And away they go, and it is JP Talliard that leads them. He's already pulling away from the pack there. He's got Hodgkinson in second. Versace's now got Kenny Goos all over him. Then we've got Ferreira Neto.
JP Talliard starts to run away from the pack, with Hodgkinson, Versace and Goos fighting for P2. Second incident forces another restart with 5 laps left.
Little sprint to the finish now. They don't call these sprint cars for nothing, but the field's all going to be bunched up and it's just going to be 5 laps.
They go once again. JP Talliard takes the lead there from Stan Hodgkinson. Now Kenny Goos is going to dive up on the inside, make slight contact there. That brings Anand Versace into the mix. Now Versace goes and sits on the outside of Goos. Can he find a way past the 44 of Hodgkinson? That's hard racing coming out of turn number 4.
Oh, he's finally managed to get through. Goos gets through. So, he's got 3 laps. I don't know if he'll be able to catch our race leader who's disappearing into the sunset. That's JP Talliard. A 3-way tussle going on for position 3, 4 and 5. We've lost our race leader. Our race leader's gone off the track onto the infield. So Kenny Goos is the new leader with just 1 lap to go. When he comes around, he'll be seeing the white flag, and then it's gifted to him on a plate.
With a couple of laps to go, that number 74 car said enough is enough. That handed the win there to Kenny Goos, who did brilliant to work his way up to that second position.
A real hard break there for JP, who pulled off with motor trouble a mere 2 laps before the finish.
As long as you've got cable ties, duct tape and a welder.
Of course now Shane also needs to put his wing onto Mark's car, as Diego is borrowing that one.
Ja, Owens. Hy nou 'n vinnige vlerk op hoor. Hierdie vlerk is vinnig pappa.
Green flag is up high. Guys getting closer and closer. They're ready to get roaring. Circuit's nice and tacky. Green flag goes down and away we go. There's Kenny Coker. He powers away and here comes Alan Fasaki, but he's left the door wide open there for Graham Parkins. But around the outside goes Fasaki, but he runs it wide. Everybody's sliding. There comes Marcel Berry and through comes JP Talliard. But on his outside, there's a blindingly quick car as they make their way around turn number 4. It's Host from Fasaki, from Parkins, from Berry, from Diego. Then we've got the likes there of Marcel Berry and Michael Myberg.
Absolute dream start there for Kenny Ghost in the number 16. He's opened up a nice gap over here on Fasaki, who's our second place sitter. Our race leader is going around the circuit, a massive gap that he has got over our second place man, Irad Fasaki.
Eugene Fasaki and Buitendach as they come through pit corner. Kenny Ghost flying around the circuit. Eugene Fasaki having the race of his life. Aaron Fasaki having the race of his life in that second position with Parkins now being reeled in there. Here comes Diego Ferreira Neto on Graham Parkins.
Irad Fasaki has certainly closed up, and we've got another car that's come to a standstill.
Checkered flag will come out for Kenny Ghost in P1. Aaron Fasaki will take home P2. In third position, who's it going to be? It's Graham Parkins that takes third position from Marcel Berry, Michael Myberg.
The Cape Thunder V8s came prepared and ready to perform at the Dirt Playoffs.
Spectacle of note, a couple of donuts thrown in the mix as well.
I don't need a wing on my car.
Tough luck for some drivers, but an absolute spectacle for the race fans overall. Port Elizabeth got their money's worth. Time to make the trip back home and prepare for Mahem Raceway's final race of the year. Back home for Mahem Raceway's annual Christmas fireworks show to seal off the club season.
Assist along and put her in the back.
racing tonight, the amount of sprint cars on the grid is an absolute testament to all the work put into the sport by Shane and his dad. Topped off with faithful club members Johan van Heerden from BPD Racing, Stefan Fischer from Pretoria North Toyota, and Nico Stradom returning after a long break from racing. The race that followed was a statement that SA Sprint Car Racing is truly back. Holds on to win the spectacle, followed by Van Heerden and Fischer. Also, no wing issues as yet for Diego.
Yo, the wing is sticker, so I think it's the good luck now for my wings to stay on, I hope.
Heat 2 is underway. The race immediately becomes a vicious battle for first place between Diego Ferreira Neto and Stefan Fischer. It looks to be a real battle developing, but unfortunately the yellow flag comes out, putting a pause on the race. Eloise is okay, and the drivers wait for the car to be cleared. But due to time constraints on the night, the rest of Heat 2 is cancelled and the cars go back to the pits. After some fireworks and some fans enjoying the sprint cars up close, the final heats began. The trusty Ford Cortina is on hand getting the sprints going. As they say, hy's uit, maar hy stoot nog baie mooi.
Action Views, Triple A.
The race has barely started when Charles Carlson finds himself in the wall.
Charlie Carlson Sr. throwing up into the wall. En lyk asof iets het gebreek. Ons is blij om te zien Charlie Carlson Sr. Hy klim uit die kar en hy kan wegstap van daai een, mense.
The cars form a carousel waiting to restart.
He's nie heel skade nie en hy loop uit van daai so geluk daar vir Charles Carlson. Op haar beide kant nou is dit JP Talja. After the 64. Die klippel van Pieter Alman, 42, Jean Ferreira Neto, die 20 van
Fischer and Van Heerden lead the race, with Charlize Carlson and JP Talliot sneaking up on them. But Fischer and Van Heerden get some good distance ahead. Fischer takes first place with Van Heerden second. Both drivers have driven exceptionally this year. The night ended with some typical Mahem shenanigans.
Like and subscribe
to Blood In, Blood Out.
It's now time for the team to travel to Richards Bay for the final race of the year, the Champ of Champs. Circuit is home base for the famed Loosemore Hot Rod faculty, a beautiful seaside track. Driver Quinton Lehman was finally in a sprint again as well, giving Mark's number 20 a go while Mark recovers from his injuries. After putting his beast motor into his 75, Shane was ready to race again. Charles Carlson was also finished with some minor repairs and ready to throw down with the Pat 77.
Ja, hy klop die bonus, Jesus. Ek kan hom nie ry nie. Hy throttle jam. Dit loop toe. Wel, ek moet die hele tyd die throttle optel doen. Dis wat my worry. New car, new problems.
caught up with track promoter Michelle Loosemore to tell us a bit about the event.
So Richards Bay, what we used to be known as the Richards Bay Hot Rod Club, has been here for 30, 35, 40 years. So we're a little seaside circuit, hosted champs for years on end. It used to be the 26th of December, but now Christmas and Boxing Days falls out of a Saturday. So now we do it on the 20th of December. It's a very, very well supported event. We've got cars from all over the country. I think they come here for the sea, and maybe it's the track too. But yes, so that's where Richards Bay comes from. Before any of the buildings were around here, it was just a little track that had no wall. And yes, it has evolved to what it is today.
Charlize Carlson has been experiencing a lot of frustration with her car and is still trying to fine-tune the motor with her granddad. Peter Hamann is unpleasantly surprised with a broken drivetrain, which doesn't seem to be a major issue for the team as they all spring into action. A bit of a wash and sent away for some welding. While the team stays hydrated in the East Coast heat with Stan's sponsor Lighthouse Purified Water.
Have fun and be safe, guys. We rode far to be here.
Good as new.
Back to racing.
Tonight's racing is about participation. It's about enjoying it. It's about being a part of it. It's a nice event to end the year off. The worst thing is if you've got to look at cars next week and start trying to rebuild cars while we go into Christmas, okay? The 50-50 gap is not on. Goldie? 50-50 is not on, eh? That's the important thing, is to participate.
The drivers are ready to warm up for Heat 1. The frustration continues for Charlize as she pulls off before the start of the heat. The race kicks off without a hitch. Johnson, Hodkinson and Lehman lead the organized chaos. Lehman pulls off. Shane goes for a double overtake on the corner. Diego's front right has other plans. This looks nasty. A huge relief as Shane exits the car, seemingly with no serious injury. A cruel end to Shane's race night. And as always, the show must go on. Charles pushes hard into P2. But Stan Hodkinson won't let go of that first position easily. He holds off Charles for the next few laps. Charles's perseverance gets him into P1, literally on the final corner to grab the checkered. Back at the pits and Shane is working on cars again before Heat 2. This is one man that really doesn't know how to take a break. And here we go, a second time around the bull ring. Hodkinson gets hooked onto Johnson, sending them to the infield along with Mayberg. Charles takes heat too as well, with Marcel Berry fighting hard for that second place. After a brief interval, it's time for the final heat of the night, and indeed of the year. Charles Carlson weaves his way through the pack, hungry for a third checkered flag. Charles Carlson wins it.
And I'd like to thank Shane and Uncle Charles and other sprint cars that came from Joburg for attending the event today. And then in first place, he is a legend and he lives for sprint cars. Uncle Charles Carlson.
The rest of the night was a warm gathering enjoyed by all. Oh, hang on, that's not what happened. In fact, Shane then fell off a quad bike, was put in an ambulance and ended up in surgery for a broken collarbone and ribs. Never a dull moment. But, in any case, looking back on this season, it was really all about building. At least for this team. Cars were bought, fixed up and put on the track. There was support. There were partnerships formed. There were reignited rivalries. Heartbreaking moments. And proud ones too. Stunning victories. Excited fans. New faces, some for the first time ever in a sprint car. Some came and stayed. Some moved on. Some returned. There was always something unexpected around the corner. And while we certainly can't predict everything, one thing is for certain. For Shane Carlson and his father and the Carlson Racing team, this is just the beginning. See you soon, and thanks for watching Blood In, Blood Out, the passion for V8 sprint car racing.